Alright, so now I ended up putting my chestnut right shoe with his right shoe X, or right shoe like X, Mega Evolution, and I got Garudon in here. I think that if he still works the same as he does in Sapphire and Ruby, that means that when he goes into his primal form, he can like absorb all that water, so those water attacks won't be effective, so I'm gonna keep him in there. Matter of fact, I didn't even look at him. He cracked. Damn. Solar Beam, we got some stuff. He crashed on him. I'm gonna give him Fisher because I really want that move. No, that's Precipice Blaze. Okay, I think I still got enough. I think I still have enough items. I still got enough. Max amount. So they got a new move. What move did he get? Nature Power? No. It is what it is. So, these three. Hopefully this is enough. Check this out. Blue crystals with waterfall. Yeah. I just want to get the fight started. I don't care about all this extra talk that they doing. Changing up this lineup a little bit. Yeah, for us, not my strongest thunder type, but I will throw him in there. him in there might not be the best idea. That could do with something. This will be it. Let's go with I'm gonna start him off with salt cure. I want to see how effective that's gonna be. Wait, hold on, I just noticed something. What the fuck does this level say 200? Not level 200. Oh, look, the bug, I don't know. That's crazy. good. I can see his insides. You know what I'm noticing? I don't think I've seen him activate sunlight. Bro, what the hell? What in the hell is not? I'm getting so sick of this damn thing not opening up when I wanted to. There we go. That was weird. Still don't know why the hell Gargan not go red as a goddamn 200. Well, just 'cause I got him out that what you call it, whatever. Anyway, unstoppable. Okay, yeah, whatever. Some work. Beating KYOGRE is no joke, especially after it got more powerful. As much as I hate to interrupt your moment, we all need to stop in my office. I'll be waiting. Pretty sure Rayquaza is in the game. They showed him like a million times. So we might need a special donut just to get him. I know it could have been easy. Once the time finally time for us to track down Rayquaza. We'll be finished analyzing the blue orb and red orb soon. Seems like the data analysis in the Rush Syndicate's main job now. What kind of organization are we these days? A civic think tank? Don't forget what you're dealing with, kid. Once folks are in our debt, we can put them to work for free. Helping us shape Lumios just the way we want, that's all. Sorry for the wait. Allow me to return your blue and red orb. You were quite right about the project's energy. If you give Groudon a red orb to hold, you can have it undergo primal revision and battle to revert to its original, to its primal state. Primal Groudon. Yeah. I believe someone else wanted to weigh in too. What do you say, Professor Mabel? I'm the lab's acting director, not a professor. I did not ask for students. I understand, Professor. Could you tell us what you learned? A little fine. Let me sum up what we know. Our inciting incident is when Darkrai got pumped full of mega power oozing from the tower. Long story short, its nightmare generation power skyrocketed and Hyperspace Lumios was born. The makeup of Hyperspace Lumios reflects the subconscious thoughts of people in Pokemon, which I guess is why it's so weird in there. But you've already figured that much out, haven't on your own, haven't you? Let me clarify one thing though. It's not just a reflection of subconscious, it's dreams. And I mean dreams of all kinds, both the ones you can't control at night and the things you're actively wanting and wishing for. Great lesson, Professor Bravo. Now, could you tell us how we can find Rayquaza? You'll have to generate Rayquaza's realm of Hyperspace Lumios by actualizing a related aspect of the subconscious as a basis. Actualizing what? Can you slow down and try that again for the less educated among us? You have to wish really hard. I think it might be doable now that you caught Primal Groudon and KYOGRE. Getting closer to your goal is probably making it easier to picture capturing Rayquaza, and that's made you even more motivated. Am I right, aren't I? And I'm right, aren't I? So take that mental image of that motivation and dial it up and make it happen. Look, Buster, my job is studying Pokemon energy, not actually a hyperspace expert just because I have a fancy lab at my disposal. Who's the big dreamer trying to meet and greet with Rayquaza in the first place anyway? That's right, the little chef herself. I suggest you listen to Professor's non-expert opinion. You gotta get Asha to wish really as hard as she can for you to encounter Rayquaza. That little lady sure is something. She wanted to meet this mighty Pokemon so bad that her dream got mixed up with Darkrai's power to make nightmares. Look where we are now. Go ahead, go power. Go on. God damn, bro, let me go. Shit. I do not like when people like. Yeah, I told y'all before, unnecessary dialogue pissing me off. Unnecessary dialogue. Told us we had to go. How come you couldn't just let us go? This thing still bugged? Wait, how the fuck was... Okay, that must have been a glitch. Cause I know I'm not tripping. That thing said 200 when we was fighting KYOGRE. That thing said 200 when we was fighting KYOGRE. And went back to 100. I don't know what that was. That was a bug if I ever seen it. Alright, well, let's go back to Asha. You know what, let me switch these. Put him in there. Salamence. So do I have enough? Let's be out of these. Getting the blue orb. As soon as Karina got back, she told Asha what the three of you learned from the Rust Syndicate. Then Asha asked to hear all about your battles with Governor KYOGRE, so Karina said she'll tell the whole story and make a detail or something. That's rather hard to follow it all. Can you fill us in directly on what you were told by Kuro? The reason Asha wanted to hear more about your battles with KYOGRE so that she could imagine Rayquaza next. That seems likely. She's probably hoping to reinforce that dream of hers and find in greater detail. Guess a little visualization can go a long way. Is any of that really necessary though? I mean, Asha's wish was already plenty strong. That's how she found Rayquaza in the first place. I want to skip this whole dialogue and just get to it. I don't like all this talking. I'm impressed not just by sheer wonder of hyperspace limits, but by all of you and the legendary Pokemon you battles. So you heard the whole story from Karina. Indeed, Miss Karina told me all about your hyperspace exploits. I can picture a noble KYOGRE and a grand Garudon in perfect detail. So I'm quite confident I'll be able to imagine the hyperspace of Lumios where we'll find it, where we'll find the fine Rayquaza at last. Okay, so that's how you got a good mental image. Let's put some real oomph behind it. Asha, how about you remind us why you want Rayquaza so much? Is here good enough? Why would it be? Rayquaza's the sky high Pokemon, so we should do this higher up, closer to the sky. God. People talk a lot. And it's like cringe because it's like you can omit so much of this dialogue to get to the point. It's like they just want other people to say something, so they just, I don't like unnecessary dialogue in video games, bro. I swear I don't. Let's be taking stuff so well. Yeah, I should tell us again, why do you want to be required to give us the details so we can picture it clear, crystal clear? Alright, I'll begin storing it up to God damn, bro. Long time ago, in what you people call the primal age, the world was overflowing with natural energy. At that time, there were primal KYOGRE boasted by the power of Blue Orb and primal Garudon. With the might of the Red Orb at its beck and call, they fought over the world's natural energy in endless furious clashes. When primal Garudon roared, the earth began to swell and the waters are evaporated into dust. When primal KYOGRE bellowed, torrential waters flowed and massive downpours eroded the earth. For 20 days, these two mighty Pokemon battled from sunup to sundown. The ferocity of their clashing scarred and warped the world itself. People of that age, the Draconids, were at a loss. Whatever could they do? They wished with all their might for Rayquaza to descend to save them from destruction. The Draconids' wishes must have reached Rayquaza. They appeared before primal KYOGRE. There appeared before primal KYOGRE and primal Garudon. A dazzling light, and in it was Rayquaza, in sublime and incredible form. A blazing light and whipping wind sapped the power from Groudon and KYOGRE alike. Robbed of their primal forms, they fled to the faraway depths of land and sea. The Draconids came to revere Rayquaza as a true savior, and there our story ends. Still can't believe they're actually meeting Hoenn's legendary Pokemon in Lumios of all places. That part about Rayquaza's sublime form sounds an awful like Mega Evolution. Rayquaza supposedly got something in its body called a Kaido organ that has the same power as a Megastone. That means Rayquaza can Mega Evolve into Mega Rayquaza all on its own. So, a Pokemon that can undergo Mega Evolution without needing a Megastone. Rayquaza Mega, wow. My dear mama read me that story quite often. I came to love the story and admire Rayquaza so much that I dreamed about it. Isn't it noble? Yeah, whatever. I can't see why you want to get it for it. Diantha, a mighty Pokemon for a mighty mom, huh? Your love for Rayquaza sounds like a real deal, Usher. I'm sure your dream will be strong enough to create hyperspace distortion we need. I've managed to gather some data on the latest distortion. The signals we've detected coming from this distortion are on wavelengths very similar to those emitted by the blue orb and the red orb. We believe this distortion leads to the location in the hyperspace luminous where you'll find Rayquaza. At last I finally will see find Rayquaza again. It's about to witness a dream coming true. One more thing, much like with KYOGRE and Groudon, this special distortion requires a special donut.